What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Only Builds with Jacob. Today we are out getting ready to trench some lines for electrical for this metal building right here. This is a 30 by 50 by 16 foot sidewalls that I built about 4 months ago, and we've been waiting for electrical to get out here for, I don't know, since then. I mean, we still got another month before they'll start the electrical. This also has a 12-foot awning. And right here is where the electrical comes in. So I did all the electrical in this building here, and I wish I wouldn't have done some of this yet because we've been waiting so long. Trench is already filled back up. But as you can see, this is two different colors. My client, he wanted to spend some extra money for this nice wood look concrete siding, or wood stamped concrete siding. And then on the, because you know there's a Dollar General right here behind it, or in front of it. And then the side that has nothing, he opted for the white color. I also put a mini split in because we built an office inside. I'll show that to you here shortly. And here's the back side. So I happen to think this thing came out really, really sweet. Here is the electrical pole, and we got a trench from this point right through here all the way over there. Check out this really neat truck. Not sure the year, but it's an old Ford, and the owner actually gave it to me. I just haven't had a chance to haul it home. I won't ever do anything with it. It's just going to be like a yard ornament. But yeah, pretty sweet. So he owned all this property. He sold a portion of it to Dollar General. So I think he actually came out pretty good on that deal. Got him a nice metal building out of it. So this is the interior. This is the little office that we built for him. I don't know why, but we did. He won't ever use it, but there's that mini split. These are 12 by 14 insulated overhead doors. This was a complete weld up. I completely designed it from start to finish. And here is where that electrical comes in. So you can see I've already got the panel in. I've already got my GFCI breakers, regular breakers, and then I've got this plug hooked up so I can actually just run a generator to it. And we got various plugs throughout this whole thing. So yeah, this thing came out really sweet. I wish I would have recorded it, but I guess I will in the next one. All right, well, now that you saw that, let's get started. Okay, so one of the requirements is to stay 6 inches from the pole. I assume they're going to put some type of brackets or something on there to hold it. I don't really know, but regardless, we're going to try to do that. So 6 inches would be right about there, and we're just going to go at an angle from that point. Alright, so the reason I just did what I did, I scooted all this dirt back. One, I don't have my bucket. It's at the house. And I was trying to avoid to go get it. This stuff is so soft out here that it was just falling back in. So I'm going to try to go through this trench one more time and get as much out of it as I can. Alright, so that didn't work very well. It's pretty much the same exact depth. So I'm going to run to the house, get a shovel, and we're gonna dig this out. Okay, well, that was not too bad, but it wasn't very fun. So yeah, I ended up getting my shop vac and coming through here and sucking out that bottom 6 inches because it's so soft. I mean, look at this stuff, it's just soft as can be. So it's so soft that as it was trenching, it was just falling back in. So it took me about 2.5 hours to go through and chop back all of this out. So let's go ahead and run some conduit. So I got all that cleaned out, got this 24-inch radius long sweep 90 put in, and now I've got to pull this one out and change the 90 on the bottom, and I've also got to put a slip joint on here. Now the reason we have to put this slip joint in is because well, I call it like a slip joint expansion joint, but it moves with the ground. So basically, if the ground shifts, it'll go in and out. So I've got to put this in like right here or something like that. Yeah, something like that. So let's go ahead and cut this out and try to get this 90 in. All right, so look at that. Then, yeah, that'll work. I just got you out of there, man. Okay. That sounds about right. My battery's dead. I don't think I have another one. Maybe this one. Now, I don't think there's a way this has got to be mounted. I'm really actually not too sure, but we're just going to do that right there. If there is, they should have specified it. Can't expect me to know everything. Okay. Okay. So this will go in next. Just like that. Just like that. We're gonna glue this sucker on there. Man, you're taking forever to set up. Maybe I need to put more glue. You don't want to stay glued. Could have everything to do with how hot it is today. It's in the 90s and we're almost middle of October, which to me is ridiculous. October, I'm thinking nice cold weather, not sweating. Gonna go ahead and just wing it. Put that sucker in there. So I think I got pretty lucky, actually. This was the leftover piece of Schedule 80 that I had, because Schedule 80's got to be above ground right here. And this is actually plenty. So we're going to use it. Cut it 17 inches. Let's double check that. Close enough. Now we'll take our glue. Okay. Now let's go ahead and just do our slip joint here. Now you see why this is important with the ground going up and down with the the season cycle. It's very important that this is on there. So I believe that should complete it. One of the requirements is you got to have a ground rod within, minimum 6 foot from one another. You have to have two. There's a way to get around that, and it's basically something along the lines of having like a looped ground or something like that. Not very common around here. So I'm just gonna dig a quick little trench right here and run this wire take our wire here, double check the distance. So we are over 6 foot, which is great. So I'm just gonna strip this wire here. Actually need to cut it. That's where I'll cut it. Okay. Now, I think I'll do something like that. So. I have no clue what this inspector is going to want to see. Every inspector is different, every single one. And this is just on. This is actually Encore. It's not even the city because we're not in city limits. The city, it wouldn't have required me to go so deep with the trench. I know this is overkill, but I'm putting 2 acorn nuts. That's what these are called because they look like little acorns. I'm gonna put 2 acorn nuts on this. One right there at the bottom, and one right here at the top. Now, will they say anything about that? I don't know. I'm not an electrician. I am an electrician, just not a licensed one. All right, now we got the ground situated. We got the riser or the expansion joint, slip joint, whatever, situated. We got the 90 situated, 90 situated. And we got all the pipe ran. Now it's got to be 24 inches from the top of that pipe, which is so dumb, but I don't make the rules. And she told me just to leave it right there, just like that. Because I was going to add more. She said 6 inches off. That's pretty close. Oh, there it is. I'll put something in there. I'll make it 6 inches. That'll work. That's on them. Somebody left their water bottle. Pretty nice looking building. maybe I'll be able to own it one day. All right, well, we are going to wait for inspection, and then we're going to cover up the trench, which should be right now. All right, well, we just got the green tag. I only had to change one thing, and it was the slip riser. The woman I was dealing with, she told me slip joint, and so I put a slip joint on there, and she tells me, oh, it's got to be a slip riser because we've had some earthquakes, so that's a new deal that they're doing here, I suppose. So I went and got a new slip riser, and I just simply came over here, cut that off, put a collar on there, put that on, ran it through, and ran this pull string through, and got the green tag. Nothing crazy, simple. These things are like $100, so those are like 50. So don't waste your money on getting a slip joint if they want a slip riser. It's kind of, you know, costs $150 and $50 wasted. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this trench covered up. I'm just going to use my feet, start kicking it in. Yeah, right. You guys know me better than that. Let's go get the bucket. It's at the house. We're going to go load it up, come back, and use the skid steer because manual labor sucks. show, guys. Must have woke him up. All right, well, we got that cleaned up and looking pretty decent. I'll just come through here in a minute with a rake and clean up this a little bit, throw my trash, and yeah, that's good. The owner is cool with this. He thinks this looks fine. I didn't have to put this pea gravel over there, but I went ahead and just did it, so that way when the guys come and they had to back their truck up over here, it's not as soft. And I had to replace the battery on this thing. I broke the terminal a couple days ago, but it still starts. I just got to replace that battery. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate everybody watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. If you said I did something wrong, leave it down below so other people can learn, so I can learn. And as always, this is Only Builds with Jacob, and on to the next one.